What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Definitely geek to get in this video right here. Definitely geek to get in this video. All that will happen. Y'all know some BS. And it sucks. Definitely sucks, but it'll all be all right. Because y'all know it'll all be all right. Especially when we have a strong person that is willing to still stick it out and win a selection. Let's get a video.
Jeanine Pirro, Judge. All right, let's get your overall take here. And we've also, I know, right? You can't make this up.
You can't.
All right, now you're making me. You can't make this up. But you do have one other concept, legal concept, we got to look at, and that's the fruit of the poisonous tree here. Wouldn't this mean that all the evidence gathered by Nathan Wade, don't they have to throw that out?
Well, you can certainly make that argument, but remember who the judge is. This is a judge, you'll recall, Sean, that I told you didn't have the spine to hold Fani Willis in contempt when she started running the courtroom, pointing her finger at him and telling everybody that she wasn't on trial. So this judge, who is 2 weeks away from this next election and doesn't want to upset any of his constituents, makes a decision that is absurd. If Wade is in a situation where he was so dishonest that he lied about the relationship that they've got to cut him from the case, why isn't Fani being cut from the case? I mean, that is an absolute bottom line question. This is a case that is mired in scandal and is mired in, and as the judge said, an odor of mendacity, dishonesty, and lies. And for the judge to come out and say, I don't know if this is an actual conflict of interest. We've still got the Georgia bar, and we've got this state investigative commission, 4 commissions that can look into this. Judge, you were the one who sat on the evidentiary hearing. You were the one who were supposed to make the decision about what witnesses were lying and what witnesses were telling the truth. And for you to decide that Wade, the boyfriend, he's got to go because he is not capable of telling the truth. He lied about the same thing she lied about, and she confirmed his lies. But he goes and she doesn't. Look, the speech she made at the church, Sean, is enough. That is race baiting. As a DA, I would be canned for making a speech like that, basically saying that a defendant that I'm prosecuting is a racist. And that is enough to get her off. But this judge doesn't have the chutzpah to get him off, to get her off the case, and leaves it up to her. And for anybody who has any doubt, she's not going to leave this case. She could care less that Wade is gone. She got 5 vacations or 6 vacations in 5 months. And the judge said, well, we can't be sure how much money really passed, but there wasn't enough evidence. Judge, I know you're new to this, but your job is to decide the facts, decide the evidence, who lied, what the money amount was, and you can't then turn around and say, it's kind of hard to tell. And also, this guy, Terrence Bradley, who's the boyfriend's lawyer, he said in an affidavit they absolutely started the affair before the job. He takes the stand, and what's the word? He was inconsistent. His demeanor was unusual. He was unresponsive. And he said, I couldn't make a conclusion. Judge, you can make a conclusion by drawing in the fact that there is this inconsistency, there is this guilty demeanor, there is this lack of responsiveness to something that's an absolute sworn to statement. But this judge doesn't have the spine. In the end, the people trying this case, Sean, are going to be trying a case that they know is a mess. The 2 of them lied, and they're trying to try Donald Trump for lying and offering false statements. And I got to tell you, who wins in this case? The prosecutor. With the boyfriend off the case, that's a win for her. This guy doesn't know his way around a courtroom. He's never even tried a felony case, let alone a RICO case.
But Judge, let me ask you.
I'm telling y'all, just this whole thing, and that's why I just let Judge Jeanine just let it out, because it is unnecessary. It is very weird that how everything played a part. Like, we've been covering this for how many months? Really everybody, about this whole thing. And all that we got was not even the slap, not even the tap on the hand. With Nathan Wade, him resigning, everything, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it's weird, and it's scary. And I say it's scary because it's like if she can get away with what she got away with and did what she did, and I feel like if it was anybody else, it'd have been different. That's just how I feel though. If it was anybody else, you know, but since it's her and what they got going on in Fulton County, I feel like that's real weird to me.
Because, look, friends of mine in Georgia told me this guy, because of the re-election that he's going to be facing soon, that they predicted that he'd split the baby, which is what he pretty much did. But he also poisoned the well against her in an appeal. It's hard to imagine one party created an appearance of conflict, but not Willis. So the logic of the judge and his unwillingness to go the full step, I think he has set her up now to be out of this case as well. Time will tell if I'm proven right, but I see it that way. What do you think?
Well, we'll see whether or not, when the appeal takes place, certainly the case is now delayed. The appellate division, or whatever the second level is called in the state of Georgia, has a lot of decisions to make. I think that in the end, this fact-finding, what little there is enough to get her off. No one can explain why he has to go, but she doesn't, when she's the one who benefited from the money. And the money that he made, $650,000. Now, I was a DA for 30 years. I was an assistant DA and the elected DA 3 times. You don't pay anybody $350,000 who's never tried a felony case. This is corrupt from the get-go.
Speaking from somebody that has been in that position for that long, just goes to show you that things are messed up, and they know that. That's the thing. I feel like so many YouTubers that's covering this are definitely putting out amazing information, and there's supporters, subscribers in the comments giving out amazing information. But what a lot of people fail to realize is the simple fact of we are giving out these facts and saying these facts and getting it out, spreading the truth, everything. But in all in all, they know what really the judge, we talking about McAfee, Fannie Willis, Nathan, everybody they know what's going on. They know what's going on. They seen the evidence. The evidence is out. You know, they seen what was, and I feel like honestly, we didn't get any type of just us seeing it. I'm trying to make this sound the best way possible, because you have to watch what you say, you know. But I just look at the fact that everything that Fannie Willis did and what we've covered over the last few months, is weird that nothing really happened. It's like all this stuff that's been through was a waste in a sense. Even though we getting the word out, we spreading the truth. The evidence is out there. It's like a waste of time, you know, a waste of things because nothing happened. Nothing happened, and that's what frustrates me and makes me mad, because it's like, dang, like everything that, you know, first of all, that Trump is going through, let alone everything that, you know, has been through this whole case with Fannie Willis. And all that happened was Nathan Wade of resigning. I mean, just think about that. And I feel like seeing that really, it for real made. I'm trying to work on my cussing, but for real, it made me mad about it. You know, it made me mad because it's like, dang, like this is what, and I can say the government, but this is Fulton County. You know what I mean? This happened in there. And I didn't know McAfee was even that young. And I know age doesn't have a lot to do with it and stuff like that, but when you have, I feel like it's more so of being a control thing. Like I said on the live, I feel like it's more of a control thing. Because anybody in their right mind know what it was. You know, they know what the outcome could have been and should have been. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Judge Pirro, you can catch her every day, of course, on the 5. You never. Why are you making me laugh? Because it's actually humorous when you actually
Ridiculous.
look at the ruling. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. It's like out of a spy novel or a judicial novel that you couldn't even make up. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click.
Make sure y'all you know, put y'all comments down below, y'all thoughts on this whole thing. But I feel like it's honest, especially hearing it from Judge Jeanine, her being a DA, you know, assistant DA and stuff like for that long, and knowing that just simple facts, and that's what I was trying to get through people's head, is the fact that people have been in this position, not necessarily the whole position, you know, but just that position, that DA position, and they know it's real. They know, and I feel like they know that it's way too much evidence, way too much information out there to have this outcome that it is. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. Catch y'all next one.